Okay, well done, you have installed Android Studio. Next, we are going to continue creating a project. Click on your project. The first thing that we need is a name for our application. So it's going to be my first application. And the company domain, in this case, is going to be udemy.com. With the company domain, we will generate a package name. This is our application identifier. What is this? When you upload an application to Play Store is going to read this package name, and Play Store is going to know our application by this ID. This is unique. If you try to upload a second application with the same package name, you are going to get an error. Now, we have to choose here the minimum SDK, but let me explain what an SDK is. SDK stands for System Development Kit, and is a set of tools which come with every version of Android. So for example, with Android 2.2 is released, it will come with the 2.2 SDK. Imagine now that Android releases a new version, for example, Android 4.5 or Android L, which come with new animations, for example. So this new 4.5 SDK will contain the code to use this animation. If we want to create an application for Android L with the new animation, our minimum SDK will have to be the 4.5. If we want to use the new animation with the SDK 2.2, it won't be available. And in the same way, if we create an application with this animation, the application won't work on Android 2.2 because Android 2.2 didn't have that code at that time. Okay? But be aware that if you want to create an application with the minimum SDK as the latest, not too many people will have that mobile. So your application is not going to have too many downloads. Here, when you change the minimum SDK, you can see the percentage of the people that is going to be able to install your application. So if my minimum is 119, that means that all the people with 4.3, 4.0, 2.3, they are not going to be able to install my application, even if they have the latest animation. So this is not black and white. You have to think what do you want to use and how many people do you want to access to your application. So at the moment we are going to start with a lower version because we are not going to use anything very complex. This is just an example, so use 2.3, which is covering 99% of the market, and with this we will be able to deploy our application in almost every device. Okay, continue. We are going to create an activity. What is an activity? An activity is a screen on Android. So for example, think about an activity like two components. One component is at the top, which is what you see, is the view with the buttons and all the graphic components. And the other component is on the background, it's like the engine, it's the code and all the necessary to make it work. Okay, so we are going to create an application with a blank activity. Go to next. We need a name for this activity. It's going to be my first activity. So the activity is going to be, to tell you the component with all the logic, and this layout is the view, is the layer at the top, is the view, and this is going to be called activity my first. Okay, so finish. We have created our first project. This is just an application with one activity, and we are going to be able to see the view and the controller, the two components that we are speaking about. Okay, we have created the project. You are almost a developer. In the next lesson, I'm going to tell you how to launch the application.